A couple of questions that come up when people see the cue action trainer is, first of all, how can this be any good if you're not using your bridge hand? Well, you can. You could put your bridge hand here in front of the unit. What we found though is that this fixes the cue in position to a degree, which reduces the amount of feedback you get on the legs. What that means is for a given cueing error at the back, we'll get less feedback on what the legs are doing if the bridge hand is locking the cue into place at this fulcrum here. You can also place the bridge hand here. The problem with that is we're not using full length backswing now. So we don't get the full learning of what it feels like to make a full length backswing as we would if the bridge hand V is adjacent to the virtual V here. Another way of saying this is that it's much more difficult to keep the legs straight when you're not using the bridge hand to support you and make things easier. The other thing is, I don't want to put my cue through these plastic legs. I used my own cue, my Wardridge cue, for 2 years in the development cycle of this unit and have used it. We launched this 3 or 4 years ago and I've used it continuously, more than anybody else in the world has used this because I'm demonstrating all the time. And this is my Ton Pro-Am cue as well. I've been using this for about a year with it and it's as new. It doesn't leave any marks because it's a very soft plastic. It has no sharp edges. There are about 130 lines of code in the CNC program to cut this unit on a perfectly smooth edge. Now we had a factory who makes parts for Aston Martin making these and they weren't good enough for us. So I found another supplier who was able to finish them even better than that factory, and it gives a perfectly smooth edge. And you can see here that the cue has a perfect finish still. So there's no evidence at all of anything. In fact, using the rest, you'll leave more marks on the cue using the rest than practicing the rest. Hi, this is Nick Barrow and welcome to the world exclusive premiere of my cue action trainer. If I deliver the cue straight, and the idea is with the cue actions just to make sure the cue's moving straight, then when you feel it's moving straight, then pull the trigger.